the swan that soared. On the vast, unpredictable seas of the Grand Line, where pirates, marines, and revolutionaries clashed in a never-ending struggle for power, one man danced to the rhythm of his own heart. Bentham, better known as Bon Clay, the flamboyant Okama and former officer of Baroque works, was more than a man of tricks and theatrics. He was a symbol of friendship, loyalty, and courage. The origins of a star. Bon Clay's journey began in the bustling streets of Kamabaka Kingdom, where the Okama spirit thrived. From a young age, he never fit into the narrow expectations of society. With his half-white, half-black swan ballet costume and makeup as dramatic as his performances, Bon Clay embraced both the masculine and the feminine, living without fear of judgment. Among his fellow Okama, he learned to fight, dance, and express himself freely, celebrating both strength and beauty. As a skilled martial artist, Bon Clay mastered the unique Okama Kenpo, a fighting style infused with grace, speed, and acrobatics. But it wasn't just his strength that set him apart. It was his main no Mi. This powerful devil fruit granted him the ability to transform into anyone whose face he had touched. What better gift for a performer?
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more great content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and feel free to share this video with your friends. See you in the next one.
With his face-changing ability, Bon Clay could step into anyone's shoes, whether for disguise or drama. But for all his talent, Bon Clay sought more than fame. He yearned for a grand adventure, one that would take him beyond the Okama world and into the heart of the seas. That opportunity came when he crossed paths with Baroque Works, the sinister organization led by the enigmatic crocodile. Baroque Works and the bonds of friendship. In Baroque Works, Bon Clay became Mr. 2, one of the organization's top agents. Alongside him were Mr. 1, Miss Valentine, and Miss Golden Week, among others. As Mr. 2, Bon Clay embraced his role with flamboyant flair, bringing a theatrical element to every mission. He could change his face, fool his enemies, and fight with the agility of a swan on stage. Yet, despite the dark nature of Baroque Works, Bon Clay's heart remained pure. It was during the Alabasta arc that Bon Clay's true nature began to shine. Tasked with helping Crocodile destabilize the kingdom, Bon Clay initially played his part without question. But fate soon brought him into contact with Monkey D. Luffy and his Straw Hat Pirates, a crew that would change his life forever. Although Bon Clay's mission was to stop the Straw Hats, something about Luffy's determination and the crew's bond struck a chord deep within him. Their loyalty to each other reminded Bon Clay of something precious, Nakama, the bonds of friendship. And so, when the moment came to escape the clutches of the Marines, Bon Clay made a bold decision. Instead of saving himself, he risked his life to ensure Luffy's escape. "I may have been your enemy," he said with his signature flamboyance, striking a dramatic pose, "but today, I am your friend." It was the beginning of an unshakable bond. Sacrifice and impel down. Bon Clay's defining moment came not in the grandest of battles, but in the darkest of places. Impel Down, the dreaded undersea prison. When Luffy broke into Impel Down to rescue his brother, Ace, Bon Clay was imprisoned there, having been defeated by Magellan, the warden with deadly poison powers. Despite the bleak situation, when Luffy arrived, Bon Clay knew his true purpose, to help his friend once more. Together, they navigated the treacherous levels of the prison, facing fearsome enemies and enduring unimaginable suffering. It was in the depths of despair that Bon Clay revealed his Okama spirit in full. He rallied the prisoners with his unbreakable optimism, encouraging them to embrace who they truly were, no matter the odds. And when Luffy was on the verge of death from Magellan's poison, Bon Clay performed the ultimate act of selflessness. He took Luffy to Ivankov, the queen of Kamabaka Kingdom, and begged for his life to be saved, even though it meant risking his own. And then, in the heart-stopping escape from Impel Down, Bon Clay made the greatest sacrifice of all. While the Straw Hats and prisoners made their escape, he stayed behind, impersonating the warden to buy them time. Knowing that this choice meant certain death or imprisonment, Bon Clay smiled through his tears, declaring, "For my friends, I would do anything. No one will be left behind." The spirit of friendship. Bon Clay was many things: an enemy, a friend, a performer, and a warrior. But above all, he was loyal to the end. In a world where betrayal and power-hungry ambitions ruled the seas, Bon Clay's unyielding dedication to his friends made him a beacon of hope. Even in his final moments in Impel Down, when he danced alone in his prison cell, separated from the friends he had saved, Bon Clay's spirit soared. "A true Okama fights not just for themselves," he said, his voice echoing in the darkness, "but for those they love, for Nakama." And so, Bon Clay's story became legendary. He wasn't the strongest pirate, nor did he have a grand treasure or crew of his own. But his legacy was one of heart, courage, and unbreakable bonds, the tale of a swan who, even in the darkest of times, soared higher than anyone else. In the end, Bon Clay proved that true strength doesn't come from power, but from the friends you cherish and the sacrifices you're willing to make for them. Bon Clay, the Okama spirit that lived free and loved fiercely.